Hey everyone, Dr. FJ. Want to go through our corrective process, our unique corrective system here at Gardner Schofield Chiropractic. Because we have patients coming from all over Wisconsin now, driving an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and wanting to explain it, wanting to understand what we're doing, and then also to explain it to their friends and family, because the results are so amazing, and they're able to come, not just get amazing results, they're able to come in very infrequently after we get them stable and holding. A lot of people are coming in once every 3 months, once every 6 months. Some people are even coming in once a year and feeling great. Not coming in because they're in pain, coming in to see if they're in alignment. Very, very different. So how do we do this? I've talked a lot about NUCCA, but I want to get into our overall process and a lot of the different things we do. So quickly, step one in our process is the NUCCA evaluation. Okay, so you're going to come in, we're going to meet with you, get to know you. Our team is going to get to know your history, really get through that, so we get to know what your body's been through. Really, really important. And any other issues that might affect your healing. That'll let us be the most effective doctors and healers that we can be. Then we're going to do x-rays and a postural analysis to see exactly where you're at, okay? So that's really, really important. As long as you are up for it, we're going to do that. We always do the postural analysis and then x-rays for all adults to make sure we know exactly how their body's out of alignment. X-rays and posture doesn't lie. Okay, you can adjust something that maybe feels a little better, but you haven't fixed the alignment. You haven't changed the posture, so the problem's coming back. So there's a lot of different tests and scans and things you can do in chiropractic, but nothing is more objective and harder to fix than someone's standing posture and an x-ray. Okay, and this is x-ray front to back. This isn't, look up at the ceiling, now you have your curve in your neck. Amazing. So it's real change, and it's incredibly powerful. So then what we want to do is do a report. So we're going to go through and we're going to show you the x-rays and show you what's going on with your body. And we'll let you know if there's any degeneration or arthritis that could slow things down. We'll let you know if there's a lot of resistance in the spine that maybe make it harder to fix, or just take longer to get symptomatic relief. But we're going to let you know everything up front, so you'll know what we want to do, and you can decide, yeah, I want to do it or not. Now's not a good time, and that's fine too. But at least you know now. At least you know what it'll take to fix your alignment and get your body balanced and centered, and turn the power on, because that's what we do. We want to get you to turn that power on and allow the body to heal itself. Okay, and then for the people who want to do correction, we do our alignment correction. This is one of my favorite things in the whole world. It's the most powerful and important thing we do. This is where we're going to adjust you, have you rest for a substantial period, usually an hour, and then we're going to re-x-ray you right there, same day, to see if we've made the change we want to make. And on that visit, you're usually in the office 2 to 3 hours on that visit. On that visit, we are going to fix your alignment, or shortly after that on a follow-up visit. My people that are driving from far away, lots of times they'll be in the office 4, 5, 6 hours because they can't get in very often. So I got to make sure then and there that we get it fixed. People in town, well, they got to get to work, they got things to do, so they'll just come back in a few days and we'll make sure it gets fixed. But the alignment correction is my favorite thing. It's so powerful, and lots of times, not always, but lots of times you'll have people that have been everywhere and they get their alignment correction, and many times within a few days they're getting relief they haven't had in years, and they've been everywhere. Neurologists, this, that, chiropractic sometimes, a PT, and now they're getting results because it's specific and it's corrective chiropractic. And NUCCA is not the only specific corrective technique, but if you're going to do a chiropractic, find a specific corrective chiropractor. So then, once your head is on straight and you're balanced in gravity and you're centered, your body's going to start uncoiling and healing. I would say about 60% of people are going to feel relief very shortly, usually within a few days to a week. I would say about 30% of people they're going to feel the same for a little while. And I would say about 10% of people do feel worse initially, okay? But it won't last. Your body's actually healing. But if it's been there a long time, there's a ton of degeneration, a ton of resistance. Those people lots of times don't feel, they can feel very fatigued, sometimes feel nauseous, lightheaded, headaches, because there's just so much healing their body has to now go through. So the alignment correction, now we go through uncoiling and healing. All right, and we want to make sure that the body, and then we use our other techniques after that to help your body uncoil and help it heal. We may do coxflexion distraction to help the soft tissues in the spine heal, may do some gentle DNFT hand adjusting to help the spine uncoil, may do some drop Thompson adjusting to help the pelvis and the hips and the tailbone, may do some SOT with the blocking to help release tension in the meninges. So may work on soft tissues. It just kind of depends. Every person, every case is a little different, but we're going to do some other supportive techniques to help the body uncoil and heal. And then we're going to check you to make sure you stay in alignment. Because remember, holding is healing, and that's the biggest difference between upper cervical chiropractic and corrective chiropractic and kind of traditional, is the holding idea and the holding concept, where you actually, eventually we want to get to the point where you come in and we don't do anything because you're fixed, you're in alignment, and your body is healing or healed. And then you can go long periods, as long as you don't have a fall or major emotional trauma or some kind of physical trauma, you stay in alignment. Now in the beginning, your body's used to being out of alignment, just fatigue, you sleep a little funny, and your body can go back out of alignment. So that's why I like to see people regularly in the beginning. But once those muscles have healed and the body's stable, you can go through day-to-day activities and maintain your alignment, no problem. You can work out, exercise, no problem. It takes a substantial amount of force, or an emotional trauma typically, or sleeping in a really terrible position like on your belly for 6 hours or in a plane to lose your alignment. But that's what we want to do. We want to check you to make sure you're holding, and then do other minor techniques to help the body uncoil and heal. And then after that, we're going to do progress evaluations. Do them every 30 days for the first 90 days, because we want to make sure you get better. Results are everything. We're obsessed with results. They speak. Okay, you may like me or not like me. You may think I'm a nice guy. Everyone loves Dr. Terry. They love the team at the front. They're super nice. But none of that matters if you don't get results. You're coming here to get results, and we're going to do whatever we have to do to get you results if you're committed to following the process. And it works. It just works. Okay? So then after those 90 days, your muscles heal. We see you very, very seldom, and we don't see you because you're in pain, unless you don't want to do the maintenance. But we see a lot of people once every 3 to 6 months. That's the majority. A few go longer, and a few have to come in more. They just don't hold that long. But the majority are 3 to 6 months, and they just come in to make sure they're in alignment, not because they're in pain. Okay, totally different. And the body has to go out of alignment for a sustained period for the tissues to get damaged enough and enough pressure and tension to build for pain to start. So if you catch the body when it's out of alignment, but before there's a significant amount of tension, damage, and pressure, you can prevent the pain from ever coming back. Unless there's a major trauma, like a severe car accident or something, that's different. But you can prevent it coming back. That's why I love NUCCA so much. So our last step is maintain. Almost ran out of room. And enjoy. Okay. So this is the process we go through and we recommend with everyone. Okay. Now, obviously, you change it a little bit for kids and babies. They need very, very, typically very little care. I'm not going to x-ray a baby. Or at least I'm not. So, but, so you curtail a little bit, but this is the process. Then you tweak how many visits and what other supportive techniques you're going to do based on the condition and the person and the case in front of you and how much damage, what's going on, are there any secondary complicating factors. So you want to take all that into account and really be a doctor. But, this is, I don't want you to just come in, pop, 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 and then we'll just keep seeing you all the time without ever, are you better, are you not better? That's not what we're here for. We want to make sure your body heals from the inside out. And that was what chiropractic was designed to do. reduce interference to allow the power that made the body to heal the body. And it sounds, it sounds great, but it's very difficult to do if you're not specific and precise and really go through a systematized process to make it happen. So this is our process. It's something I've created over the years after bringing on Nuka and then bringing on some other techniques to support it. But it works incredibly well, and you can go to our YouTube channel, or if you're watching us on YouTube, check out the case studies, and you can see, the proof is in the posture, the proof is in the x-ray change, and then once you fix that, it's just a matter of time for the body to heal and the tissues to regenerate and the body to feel good again. So if you know someone who could benefit from this, please share it with them, and help us help as many people as we can. And I appreciate you watching and paying attention.